I'm coming back.
That's right, I'm going back to local, baby. Yeah, so in this video, I'm going to explain why I'm taking a step back from Uber and obviously a step forward into the local company. In my choosing is Alpha, but obviously your local company could be your local private hire company. That is not Uber. Do you know what I mean? In this video, I'm going to explain why I'm doing it, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, check out drivermatty.com, and I hope you enjoy this little video. Thank you.
Hello guys, a quick ad break. Do me a favour, I have just created Patreon. Now listen, this is a 7-day free trial, and then you pay a couple of quid a month, right? You get exclusive videos, you get a private chat room, you get monthly giveaways. Like, it is really good. You get loads of perks, and in the process, it's a way of supporting me. Come and join the community and join Patreon. The link's at the top of drivermatty.com. Come and try it out. It's a 7-day free trial. Nice and simple. Go try it out. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video, guys.
You know, I'm excited. I'm keen. There's a few reasons why I'm going to Alpha. First of all, let me just go what's doing me head of an Uber, and then I'll go into Alpha. So first of all, right, I've said, this is when the striking was happening, I said, listen, we're all self-employed drivers. If you're not currently happy with something, change the scenario. You change yourself. Not try and change that. Do you know what I mean? So this is doing your head in. Don't try and change this. Just go and make yourself happy with something else. Do you know what I mean? So at the moment, Uber's doing me head in. It's been doing it for a while. But the reason I never went local or never went to Alpha is because of this. So since end of last year, as you all know, we're nearly at £1 a mile with Uber, right? After their commission. So even if you're on part-time, full-time, doesn't matter, you're close to £1 a mile when it's quiet. Yeah, obviously the rates do change, they do go up and down, but generally we're close to £1 to £1.20 a mile, £1.30 a mile on most jobs after their commission, right? So as you all know, I don't do much private hire, I don't do much general taxis. I do airports, bit of chauffeur work, and social media. That's what I do. The only time I really do Uber these days is either a bit of content for the channel, a challenge, a funny video, or if I've got not much social media to do, I've got no privates to do, I'll go out and just work Uber, right? A lot of stuff I do is not publicised on the social media, obviously, but like, yeah, I'll go out and just do a little morning rush, maybe a little afternoon rush after the school. On a Saturday morning, I'll get up and do 5-6 hours, generally just top up my money, and obviously just getting out and do a bit of work if I've got nothing else on. So that's what I do, and that's what I needed a replacement for. So I will be still doing Uber content, challenges, videos and stuff like that. But when I want to go out and just do a little bit of extra money and earn a little bit extra to top up my wages and go out and do a few hours here and there, I'll be going to Alpha. And it's because those type of shifts is the ones that I'm not enjoying. Like if I go out and do a challenge video for content, I enjoy it, or something like that, it's a bit more interesting. But when I need to go out and just earn a bit of money, do a little bit extra few hours, I'm not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying what Uber's done or generally doing with the pricing and stuff like that. People say, oh, Uber's, it's per minute now, it's not per mile. You got to look at the minutes. Kind of, guys, yeah. And that is correct how you should look at it now, mentality wise. But our expenses aren't per minute. Our expenses are per mile. So our expenses are per mile, yet our earnings are per minute. It doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? More miles you put in your car, it depreciates quicker. Especially if you're in like a diesel. I'm lucky in an electric, but if you're in a diesel or a hybrid, more miles means more money, more regular servicing, more wear and tear, more tyres, more brakes, more fuel. Do you know what I mean? Higher your miles, less your car's worth. Do you know what I mean? So miles is very important doing this job. And at the moment, yes, you could be earning probably similar on Uber than you was last year on an hourly rate. But you're doing a hell of a lot more miles, like a hell of a lot more. Do you know what I mean? So, as you know, I am part-time when it comes to general taxis, and now the rates are that bad, I can actually go and work local part-time on their part-time rate, their commission, and I've worked out I can earn more per mile. I can say It's crazy. So I know the people at Alpha, and I know a few of the managers, and I spoke to them last week, and I was like, listen, Uber's rates are that bad now. Do you know what I mean? The reason I'm with Uber over local or over Alpha is because of the part-time rates on Uber were sound before Christmas. Where now they're not. So I phoned up one of the managers, went, listen, Anthony was, I went, listen, I went, consider coming back to Alpha. You know, I've been there a good few times over the years. I'm still signed up, just had to get the app activated on my phone. And I just said to him, listen, I went, explained what's going on. And I went, the reason I've never really gone with local or Alpha is because the part-time commission is higher than full-time. So most local companies reward full-time drivers with a cheaper commission. So more you work local, less commission you pay. It's on a percentage base, right? So if you just do a couple of jobs like me, I might only do 80 quid, 100 quid, 200 quid on the general taxis, right? So that means when I'm working local, it's not worth me while doing it because the commission is normally higher. But now Uber's that bad with the rates and the commission. Now it's changed. The favour's gone back to local. So done a few examples. And I was like, oh yeah, how much would I have been left with after your 30% commission? I'll go into their commission now. How much would I be left with after the 30% commission on a 12-mile job? And they were like, blah, blah. And looked at the recent 12-mile job on Uber. I compared my few recent jobs on Uber compared to rates on Alpha after their 30% commission. I'm not talking about hourly rates. I'm not talking about wages. I'm just talking about jobs and rates, right? And out of the 5 jobs I asked them to check, 4 I would have earned more per mile on Alpha 30% commission, which is just crazy, right? That's not including the amount of tips and stuff that you get as well on local, yeah? So now, because Uber's rates are that like bad and obviously the commissions that high, Alpha's part-time commission leaves the driver with more money per mile. And I was just like, I was crazy, I'm blown away. Do you know what I mean? So the whole reason me not working Alpha or locals is because of the leftover after their commission. But now it's coming across even better than Uber's full-time commission, which is just crazy. So a little bit into Alpha. You got to check your local company, guys. Every local company has their own commission structure, right? But I'm using Alpha as an example because that's my local company I choose to go with. So they have 30% commission up to I can't remember the figures, guys, up to a certain amount, 100 quid, 150 quid, say, as an example, right? And then once you've earned 150 quid, the commission drops to 25%, right? And then once you earn, I think, 490 pound, yeah, you pay no more commission. Their commission's capped at around 130 pound. Yeah, there's a small booking fee at 10, 20p or whatever it is, right? But generally, if you do 5 ton, yeah, you have no commission after that 5 ton. So then if you do another 5 ton, that's commission free on good rates. That's why I've always said full-time local company, part-time Uber. Because Uber's part-time rates with their old commission and their rates was a lot better than local companies' part-time commission. Now it's changed, in my opinion. So now I could do part-time on Alpha, I won't even probably hit the 30%, 25% threshold, but I'd still be earning per mile better than I would on Uber. Do you know what I mean? And more you work the local, and more money you earn, less commission you pay. So like on average, I think a full-time Alpha driver will pay about 13, 12% commission at the end of the week. Do you know what I mean? So this is the reason why I've always preferred local. I've said this in previous videos, I've always preferred local, but it's very situational. I'm not a full-time driver no more. Do you know what I mean? And now with this change is mad. And one thing that did pee me off with Uber, which you won't get with local, is I got a video's coming out next week, and I got a message off Uber saying about fraud and threatening me with like deactivation if it happens again because I went a certain way with the customer because the customer told me to. The video's coming live next week, I think. About that, and that done me head in as well. They didn't even ask me what happened, mate. Do you know what I mean? He could have went, oh, what happened? I'd be like, yeah, the customer told me to go this way because they were late for work. Do you know what I mean? They didn't. She just sent me a blanket warning message, and that that done me head in. Got me feathers all ruffled. Do you know what I mean? So just loads of little scenarios with Uber that's doing me head in. And that's what I've said in the past. If you're not a fan of something, just change your personal situation. So for me, now, going forward, guys, I will be doing a bit of Uber. I will be doing Uber content. That's not going. Do you know what I mean? But if I want to go out on a Saturday morning for 5 hours and just do a little bit of general taxis to either A, get out the house, earn a bit of extra money, or the wife and kids are busy anyway, so I might as well go and fill my time with a bit of money, then I'll be going for Alpha now and not Uber. Do you know what I mean? So going forward, you'll be seeing probably bits of Alpha content, you'll be seeing bits of Uber content. Do you know what I mean? But you got to remember, 80% of my life, work life, is not on social media. Do you know what I mean? You're only seeing very glimpses and small bits of what I do. Do you know what I mean? You just got to remember that. So yeah, generally, going forward, yeah, this is going to be it. You will see Uber content, you will see Alpha content, but this is the reason why now I'm doing a bit more Alpha. Because Uber's rates, and it's just annoying. It is frustrating. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, and also as well, I've got to protect the miles on the Al Beast. She's getting old, coming up to 100,000 miles soon. And I'm putting a lot of miles on when I'm doing Uber, you know, pound a mile and all that. So yeah, I'd rather go out, probably be quieter. I'll be having a lot more breaks in between jobs, maybe. I don't know. I'm expecting Alpha to have less jobs, but I'm expecting Alpha, when you do get a job, you're rewarded for that job. You know, you're paid properly. I think that's what I'm going to be relying on. But also for me as well as a content creator, if I can have little gaps in between jobs and stuff, I can get stuff done, emails, check comments, stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? When it's busy on Uber, it's £1 a mile and it is busy, but you're constantly driving that full hour, aren't you? So you get no gaps in between or nothing. So it'll be interesting. I will be updating you as per usual, like I always do. And yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. Are you sticking with Uber? You going with your local company, or you doing whatever? Let me know in the comments, guys. Yeah, all the best. Thanks for tuning in. Give us a like, give us a follow. Get on drivermatty.com, and I'll follow me on my socials, you know the score, and I'll see you soon. Yeah, bye bye.